Deep beneath the shifting sands of Egypt, a secret lay dormant for over 3,000 years. A tomb, untouched by time, holding the remains of a boy king and treasures beyond imagination. But with its discovery came a whisper. A legend that would chill the world to its core. The Curse of the Pharaoh. It's November 1922. The Valley of the Kings. After years of relentless searching, British archaeologist Howard Carter stands before a sealed doorway. With him is his sponsor, Lord Carnarvon. A small opening is made. Carter peers in. Torchlight dancing across surfaces of pure gold. When asked if he can see anything, he utters the immortal words, "Yes, wonderful things." They had found it. The tomb of Tutankhamun. Inside, a breathtaking collection of artifacts lay exactly as they were left millennia ago. Golden chariots, ornate furniture, and, at its heart, a series of nested coffins culminating in the iconic solid gold mask of the young pharaoh himself. The world was captivated. This discovery was the greatest archaeological find in history. But the celebration would be short-lived. A shadow was creeping out from the depths of the tomb. Just a few months after the grand opening, Lord Carnarvon, the man who funded the entire expedition, was dead. He succumbed to a seemingly innocuous mosquito bite that became infected, leading to blood poisoning and pneumonia. The timing was uncanny. At the very moment of his death in Cairo, all the lights in the city mysteriously went out. Miles away in England, his dog, Susie, let out a howl and dropped dead. Coincidence? Or the first victim of the pharaoh's vengeance? Newspapers, hungry for a sensational story, latched onto the idea. The Curse of Tutankhamun was born. The public was enthralled by the tale of a vengeful spirit protecting its eternal rest. And the story seemed to write itself. One by one, individuals connected to the tomb's opening met untimely ends. George J. Gould, a wealthy American visitor, developed a fever immediately after visiting the tomb and died within hours. Radiologist Sir Archibald Douglas Reed, who x-rayed the mummy, died a year later from a mysterious illness. Arthur Mace, a member of Carter's excavation team, complained of fatigue and died of arsenic poisoning, the source of which was never found. Prince Ali Kamal Fahmy Bey of Egypt was shot dead by his wife just months after being photographed in the tomb. The list grew longer and more chilling. Tales of suicides, bizarre accidents, and sudden, inexplicable illnesses plagued those who had dared to disturb the boy king. By 1929, over 20 people associated with the tomb were dead. Even Howard Carter's pet canary was not spared, reportedly eaten by a cobra, the very symbol of the pharaoh's power on the day the tomb was opened. Was this the curse at work? A supernatural force unleashed from the ancient world? For decades, the legend held firm. Believers pointed to an inscription supposedly found in the tomb, which read, "Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the peace of the king." While the existence of this specific inscription is debated by historians, the power of the story was undeniable. It tapped into a deep-seated human fear of desecrating the dead and meddling with forces beyond our comprehension. But in the modern age, science began to offer alternative explanations, peeling back the layers of myth to search for a rational cause. Could the curse be explained not by magic, but by microbiology? Archaeologists and scientists proposed that the sealed tomb could have been a perfect incubator for ancient, harmful pathogens for over 3,000 years. Bacteria and toxic molds could have flourished within the tomb's confines. Preserved in the airtight environment, spores of fungi like Aspergillus could have been released. When the tomb was opened, inhaling these spores could lead to severe respiratory infections, especially in individuals with weakened immune systems. Lord Carnarvon was already in poor health following a car accident years earlier. Could a fungal infection from the tomb have been the final blow that his body couldn't fight? This theory could explain the respiratory illnesses that afflicted several members of the team. The tomb wasn't cursed, it was contaminated. Another theory points to the chemical composition of the tomb itself. Ancient Egyptians used a variety of chemical compounds to preserve the mummy and the tomb's contents. These could have included formaldehyde, hydrogen sulfide, and ammonia, all of which are toxic in high concentrations. Furthermore, The air inside could have been rich in radioactive elements like radon gas, which naturally seeps from the surrounding rock. Prolonged exposure to these substances could have caused a range of health problems, including cancers and other fatal conditions that might have appeared years later. So, what are we to believe? Was it a malevolent spirit guarding its sacred space, or a cocktail of deadly, microscopic organisms and chemicals? The debate continues. Skeptics point out that many people connected to the dig, including Howard Carter himself, lived long and healthy lives. Carter died of natural causes in 1939, a full 17 years after he first peered into the tomb. If there was a curse, it was remarkably selective. Perhaps the most powerful force at play was not supernatural, but psychological. The power of suggestion is immense. In a world already fascinated by the occult and spiritualism, the idea of a curse was intoxicating. Once the media planted the seed, every subsequent death, no matter how explainable, was seen through the lens of the Pharaoh's wrath. People believed in the curse, and so the curse became real in their minds, shaping their interpretation of every unfortunate event. Yet, the mystery endures. The image of Tutankhamun's golden mask continues to stare out at us across the millennia, its serene expression hiding a story of power, death, and an enduring legend. Whether born of ancient magic or modern science, the curse has cemented Tutankhamun's place in history, making him not just a king, but a symbol of the profound mysteries that still lie buried, waiting in the dark. It serves as a potent reminder that when we dig into the past, we can never be entirely sure what we might awaken. Some secrets were never meant to be uncovered. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey into the heart of ancient Egypt. If you were captivated by this mystery, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next historical deep dive. We'll see you next time.